lot of people ask a lot of questions about how the personal patches work and why they work differently in some situations. So we're going to get some advanced answers from somebody that's a world-renowned ultra-homeopath physician, as well as an interbiochemist and a disease removal specialist that's got the training of many doctors in one person. And disease removal is a very unique thing, as is anti-aging. And so a lot of the chemistry and laboratory equipment that's on this desk here, if I were to show you right now, for example, is very hard to find. And there's microscopes not showing, etc. So we have a very unique perspective, and that's led to the development of very advanced generations of what we're talking about, the personal patches at personalpatches.com. So in my case, when I first started over 5 years ago attempting to use them, I had an immediate response to the very first generation 5 years ago, and I'm testing them 5 years later. I've got the first generation right here, testing them 5 years later, and in the last few days at plus 30, 40 degrees Celsius, over 80 degrees Fahrenheit, I've done Navy SEAL type performance, going many, many hours of consistent, non-stop, very low hydration, physical performance under extreme circumstances with 5-year-old technology. So we're always pushing the limit. Now the newer generations are of course much nicer. You can wear as many of them as you want, etc. And why did it work so quickly for me? But in the case of an advanced, disease removal specialist and a homeopathic physician and an interbiochemist, it took over 3 months for her to feel the difference. So if somebody doesn't feel the difference of the many thousands of people who have been tested by all kinds of equipment around the world, you'll see some of the equipment test results in this very about page. Look below this video or above this video and look for the pictures of the test results. There's many, many, many advanced tests have been done with many different kinds of equipment. It shows that people always respond to the patches, always, whether or not you feel it. Now, why is this? And here's a perfect case. The same diet, the same environment, didn't feel it for over 3 months, and yet they still work. All right, now you may feel other kinds of patches and newer generations of patches. We're talking about 5 years ago, why it worked that way. And if you think you're not feeling the results, you can take a look and trust that thousands of cases and studies have been done. They are still working. And here's an example of why some people don't feel it. All right, so let's turn it over to Kristen.
Well, the reason why some people feel it and some don't, it has to do a lot with how you produce your own energy.
And hydration levels.
And hydration level, yes. And sure, mineral content. Sure. But this is a quick explanation of why some people respond and some don't.
Make sure you drink half your body weight in ounces every day. That's a standard. And then when anything that occurs in that situation that you feel you don't feel them, that's what she's going to address. Always make sure you drink half your body weight in ounces every day.
So what's happening is we have two errant metabolisms. Both of them we call errant because they are not correct. One is called the sugar metabolism and one is called the fat metabolism.
Okay.
Somebody who's a sugar burner or sugar metabolism burns very, very easily sugar, but has no access to fat or protein, or very, very little access. So when we eat a balanced meal, they basically feel extremely tired. So they usually will reach for quick energy things, stimulants, anything like that that will give them a high, up and down cycle. But they are basically called a sugar burner.
Okay.
And when you put the patch on, it actually balances you out and you become what's called a correct metabolism. Okay. Where you start actually accessing the fat. That's why the side effect of the patches is actually gentle weight loss. Okay? In time, you would actually balance your body out.
And because you're getting the energy from burning fat.
From burning fat, exactly. Okay. Exactly. Now, if you are a fat burner and put on the patches, it will still balance you out in time, but it takes way longer in the process. And a fat burner basically is somebody who burns fat for energy and have very hard time with sugar and protein.
So which am I?
You are a sugar burner, a 100% sugar burner.
So I responded immediately. I could feel it, and I pioneered new ways to manage stress with it and all the rest.
Exactly. And I am a fat burner, and I waited basically 3 months to feel it. I kept using it because the machine was showing clearly that, you know, I am using it and that
Yeah.
my body is responding to it, but I wasn't feeling it too much.
Yeah.
After about
So
3
don't
months,
worry if you don't feel it.
yeah, it started balancing out, and I
Yeah.
started getting, you know, way, how can I say it? Tons more energy and
Yeah.
way more balanced mentally.
Yeah.
And it was quite interesting, you know, in the beginning to even understand why
Yes,
we were not
yes.
responding the same way.
Yes.
So that's basically what is happening in your body. So how do you know if you're a sugar burner? Well, it's quite easy.
Listen carefully to this.
Yeah, you know, like if you need to eat every 2 hours, you know, as a joke, if you drive down the highway and you have to crash your vehicle to find a restaurant, then you are a sugar burner.
And I would drive 23 hours at a time with many minor stops. Wearing the patches made an enormous difference together with the super hydration, which unlocks the patches.
Exactly, exactly. So
But I didn't crash.
a sugar burner needs to eat very often. If they don't, they are very, very moody, they have low energy, they feel extremely tired. And a fat burner is somebody who can eat once a day, really once a day,
Wow.
and they feel great. It's
Wow.
true. It's true. You hear from people, you know, that they only have supper. That's the only meal that they have, and even that is not very balanced.
Yes.
And they do great. And that's because the metabolism is errant and they are a fat burner. Okay, so that's basically how you know it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So any other questions, please look at the blog videos very carefully and look at the brochures that are downloadable for every single product type. And we're going to ask you to try these at half price, and we'll give you your first month free. So please make sure to click on this website on the upper right hand corner, your free first month trial. And I recommend do the 1-year test. I've done the 5-year plus test. You've seen other videos in our blog, for example, of people doing over a 1-year test. Get everything you can. Get each of them monthly. We'll give you the first month free for each one of the entire product line, and we'll give you a guaranteed half price for it as long as you want to stay subscribed. So what else can we do? We're giving you free product and half price forever if you love these patches. And it's not a unlimited offer here. This is a very limited time offer, and we're going to let you take advantage of it right now. Free first month on every one of these. Just do that minor account setup because we have to set up the recurring shipment, and then you're never at the risk of being without pain patches or period patches or stress patches or mental balance patches or energy patches or sleep patches or anti-aging patches or hangover patches if you want to try them or find a reason to try them. We're certain that you're going to love them, and it will change your life the way it has ours, and it has thousands and thousands of people around the world. And we've used them in everything, from stress, from childbirth to anti-aging. Yes. Here's a perfect result of an anti-aging test that's lasted well over 70 years.
Yes, yes.
So make sure to watch all the videos, read all the brochures. Most importantly, click that 3-month trial. We will pay for your first month, and you just cover the shipping and the setup so that we can make sure we get them to you half price as long as you want them. Okay? I think that's about as generous as we could possibly be, and it'll change your life. Do the 1-year test. Wear as many patches as you can for that first year, and then we will talk soon. Bye for now.